Today, I'll be sharing with you my new comic book day pickups for May 22nd, 2024, and I got some mail to open. Stick around.
DJ LINX is in the building.
Before we continue on, make sure you head on over to thecomicshelf.com and pick up your comic shelf. It is the ultimate carrying case for your raw and slab comics. It fits about 20 raw books or 2 slabs comfortably. This is the only carrying case that you'll catch me at a con with. Head on over to thecomicshelf.com and use code LINXSQUAD for 10% off your order. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ LINX, back in the building, back in effect, and back with another video. And today I have my new comic book day pickups. Now, normally I put a short together for my new comic book day pickups, but I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood to record a long form video, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through all my new comic book day pickups, and then I got some mail as well to open. Actually, I'm not opening it. Everything was already open, and I have the mail here, so I'm just gonna show it to you. So a couple of weeks back, I got this Thanos #1 blank off of eBay. There we go, Thanos #1 blank off of eBay, and it came damaged, and I flung it across the room, and then once I stopped filming, I ripped it up out of anger and threw it in the garbage. Immediately that same day, went back on eBay and I copped another one. This one came in super crispy. I don't know which one of my favorite community artists I should ask to do a commission on this, but this is definitely ripe for an amazing commission. So that's Thanos #1. Also in the mail, picked up this Gun Honey Heat Seeker #3. I was switching my Gun Honey books from the regular bags into Mylars, and then for some reason I didn't have this, but I read the entire series, so I don't know what the hell happened to my #3. I don't know, whatever. So I got that off of eBay from Big Time Collectibles now. Shout out to Big Time Collectibles. Got this Ultimate Spider-Man #4 John Jang Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage, which is absolutely fantastic. Big shout out to John Jang. He is the homie, and Nelson over at Big Time Collectibles and the entire Big Time Collectibles crew. Now, speaking of John Jang, hit up Eastside Comics. Eastside Comics for this gorgeous John Jang. There we go. I'm still trying to work out the angles and the lighting and stuff like that. It's taken me back to when I first started YouTube trying to figure shit out, and I'm actually excited about that. So there you go, John Jang. This is the Amazing Spider-Man #47. Cop that, and it came as a set because I think that was like a Philadelphia Fan Expo exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. And you had to cop the set in order to get that one. And this is Ultimate X-Men #2. Yeah, Philly Expo. And this is the Scan variant. So that's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to keep this. This is probably going to go maybe in a future whatnot or something. I just copped that just to get the John Jang book. And they threw in this Amazing John Jang Virgin variant, man. So I actually have this. So this might go for a future giveaway. And this is super dope. I believe this is a New York Comic Con exclusive, Eastside Comics New York Comic Con exclusive. Now let's get into the new comic book day pickups, and I'll give a little brief commentary so that this video is not 1,000 hours long. So we got Red Coat #2, which I am loving all the Ghost Machine stuff. I am super excited to read that. That's why it's #1 on this list, because I put for the most part, I put the books in order of excitement that I want to read them. So I'm super excited for Red Coat #2. Next we have Miles Morales #20, which I'm excited about. Oh man, speaking of Gun Honey, this came out I think last week, but I wasn't able to get to a couple of them came out last week, but I wasn't able to get to the LCS to pick them up. But Gun Honey Collision Course #1, one of my favorite indie titles. Boobs, guns, blood, violence. What more can you ask for? I love the Gun Honey series. This is an interesting one, right? So this is Doom #1. Big shout out to Sanford Green on the cover and everything, on the interiors, all that stuff. Big shout out to the homie. So this skyrocketed. This is going for like 40 bucks on eBay right now, which is like, I don't understand why, but this is definitely a PC book. Might take this one to Heroes Con to have the homie Sanford Green sign that. Next up, we got X-Men '97, like the cartoon wrapped up on Disney Plus, and it was amazing. This has been pretty good. I believe this is the final issue. It's dirty, man. So they gave me like, this must have been on the bottom of the box, like face down. X-Men '97 #3. Another gorgeous Ghost Machine book. So this is Rook Exodus #2. You see, I'm trying to get the reflection. I'm trying. Rook Exodus #2, which this was the book that I was least excited about when it came to the Ghost Machine stuff, and I'm glad I picked up issue 1 because that shit blew my mind. It was absolutely fantastic, so I'm excited to get into that. Immortal Thor #11, which has actually been really cool. It's not super dope, but it's been cool. I started getting these for the covers, then I started reading them because the covers by Alex Ross are absolutely fantastic. But the story has been okay. It has been okay. Next, we got Blood Hunt number 2 of 5. This is the red band version. I took it out of the poly bag, put it in the Mylar. That's funny. So my excitement level, I put those in Mylar and then the rest go in regular bags and boards to be changed in the future into Mylars, which makes no sense to me. Charred Remains number 5, dope indie title. Sanction number 1 from Mad Cave. This is pretty cool. It's just like, I think there's like it's a murder mystery type deal in Russia. Spawn number 353. Finally picking up Spawn again. I had a good jumping on point at 350. Got caught up this entire week on Scorch. I read Scorch from issue 6 is when I put it down. So 6 all the way up onto 29. So with Spawn, I'm all caught up in the Spawn's universe stuff with Scorch, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and now regular Spawn. Speaking of Spawn, Rat City. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like issue 1. I'm gonna give issue 2 a spin. If I don't like it, I am definitely dropping Rat City. Rat City, bitch. Rat City, bitch. Another Image Spawn title, Monolith. Monolith was introduced in the Scorch, and he is a badass character. He is basically Hulk Spawn, if you will. Monolith is pretty dope. Masterpiece number 5. I think this might be the final issue. I'm not sure, but that series has been super dope. The Devil That Wears My Face. Big shout out to Justin Birch on the letters. I actually really enjoy this story. Mad Cave Studios has been putting in work. Every year, there's like an indie publisher that the baton gets passed to them. This year, 2024, has been Mad Cave Studios. It's not in this, it came out a couple of weeks ago, but Dick Tracy number 1, I was hesitant to pick that up, and holy Christmas, I am so glad that I did. Dope ass murder mystery, adult oriented book. It's like gritty Dick Tracy, which is amazing. Let's just keep it moving with the new books. Wonder Woman, what is this? Wonder Woman number 9. Wonder Woman number 9, and pound for pound, the best comic book on the market. Gorgeous art, fantastic storytelling by Tom Taylor. This is it right here. This is probably the best pound for pound book on the market. Next, we got Void Rivals number 9, and I'm waiting for something to happen. It has been really, really good, but I want that kind of Energon universe stuff to finally cross over and give me some Energon stuff. Void Rivals number 9. Something is Killing the Children number 37. It came back with 36 after a long hiatus, and 36 was pretty good. So of course I'm gonna keep on reading with issue number 37. Another Spawn title. Salmon Twitch. Salmon Twitch has been fantastic. This is issue number 3. Issue number 1, issue number 2 has been great as far as storytelling. What completely takes me out of the book is the letters. Oh my god, the letters are terrible. No thought bubbles, just words and lines pointing to whoever said it, and then the letters get lost in the background of the page and the colors, and it looks really, really muddy. Dumbass decision by Image to push that forward with the letters like that, but the story is dope. Next on the list, The Principles of Necromancy number 2, and I want to give a big shout out to Chris from Retro Rocket Comics up in Canada. He hit me up and was just like, yo, there's this book called The Principles of Necromancy. It's your style. This is shit that you describe on your channel that you like. I suggest you give this a whirl. And I did. More than likely, I'm going to pick up the book, because if you went out of your way to reach out to me and tell me to read it, I'm going to give you that common courtesy and read it and report back. I read it. It was absolutely fantastic. Super excited for issue number 2. Thanks, Chris. Next, we have Predator: The Last Hunter number 4, and this series has been okay. None of the Marvel Predator stuff has been like fantastic. It has been okay, and it keeps me going back for more, but nothing has been like OD, like amazing. But I'm a huge Predator fan, and that's why I keep going back to that well. Next, we have Justice League versus Godzilla versus King Kong number 7, which has been dope. So I've been really enjoying that as well, surprisingly. Next up, we got Feral number 3. This is just the A cover. I'm not enjoying this as much as I did Stray Dogs. Issue number 1 and issue number 2 were cool, but with Stray Dogs, even though the story was told from the dog's point of view, you had that human element, right? Spoiler alert, how the owner was a serial killer, and that was prevalent throughout each and every issue. With issues 1 and 2, you only had like the cat's point of view, which is like, I want to see the humans get involved somehow, some way, and I think they're going to introduce more human characters in this issue, because at the end of issue 2 there was kind of like a cliffhanger with some human characters going to kill like all the feral animals that are in the forest, along with our protagonist cats from Feral. Next up, we have Dark Ride number 12, and Dark Ride from Image Comics has been absolutely stunning. This, I believe this is the last issue number 12, unless it's issue number 13, but I think this is the last issue. This story has been bomb, yo. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. Highly recommended. Great family dynamics, some horror components to it. I highly recommend Dark Ride. Speaking of final issues, we have Cobra Commander number 5, probably my favorite out of the G.I. Joe type titles. No, actually that's wrong. I really enjoyed Duke as well, but I'm really digging this. It's super dope. I want to see where it goes. I think that's the final issue as well, because then they're moving on to Destro and Scarlet. And last but certainly not least, Blood Squad 7 from Image. Blood Squad 7 number 1, which reminds me of Fox Force 5 from the Quentin Tarantino movies from Pulp Fiction, when Uma Thurman was saying that joke about how she did the pilot for Fox Force 5, whatever. Blase, blase, blase. This I got, if you were reading Dutch that Image Comics also put out, this is kind of like a sequel to that. So Dutch was the story about like an older kind of guy who was a superhero when he was younger. So this is going to be like the new team based on his old superhero team. So this is pretty cool in that whole Dutch universe. So I'm super excited. A lot of books this week, and these are all readers. None of this stuff, well, the mail stuff, that's like for the collection. The entire pile, that's my reading queue, and I am almost up to date, but I will try to read all those books in their entirety by next Wednesday, next new comic book day. Let me know what book you're excited to read this week. Let me know down in the comments. And that's gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. As always, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, share this video, tell your friends about me, consider joining the LINX squad, and as always, most importantly, spread love, because it's the Brooklyn way. I am super hot in this room. I hate recording in this room in the summer, because if I put the AC on, then you hear it on the microphone, but I am dying right now. Spread love is the Brooklyn way and all that other stuff, man. Peace.